Hello, Mount Carmel community. We made it to the end of the 2020-2021 class year. April 17th, we were able to have our graduation with our students, which was great, and to really celebrate the accomplishments of finishing a year in a pandemic. Despite all those challenges, we can honestly say this is the best way we could have spent the last 8 months. We've experienced God's provision in a lot of ways this year, and we're really grateful that you were part of that you were people who support us. And so we thank you and hope that you enjoy this last video of our students.
I have to say my favorite was when we did our polar dips at Crow. Every morning we went into the lake, which was freezing cold. A couple times we had competitions who could stay in the longest.
Every morning we'd wake up and go run into the freezing cold lake, which, as enjoyable as that sounds, it is just as enjoyable as it sounds.
So at the relationships retreat, we did a whole bunch of activities in the evenings, and one of the things that we did was we went to Sunridge and we went tubing. If you go up behind people and you are holding onto the leash of your tube and you give it a little kick, then it goes right into the heels of the person in front of you and they fall onto the tube. And that was pretty funny. It was so funny because you're probably gonna have to cut this out. Ty was the one that suggested it. So he's like, oh, Trinity, you're in prime location right now to just give that a little kick and Nick will fall right down.
When we went to Meadow Lodge, it was after a campfire, I think, on like the second night. And we all wanted to look at the stars. They were very pretty. And so we bundled up and we distanced ourselves and we just looked at the stars for like 2 hours talking and laughing. And it was a really good memory that I have.
The most memorable experience? Probably like Crow's Nest. That was crazy. You climb a mountain with everyone. Everyone was sweaty, grimy, and dirty, greasy. It was fun though. I like that one.
So right before second semester started, I just really wanted to do a lip sync battle. So out of nowhere, I texted our group chat and all caps and just said, Tegan, I challenge you to a lip battle. But she accepted my challenge of a lip sync battle. Anyway, I annihilated her, and it was really fun, and we ended up having a social distance mosh pit at the back of the room. So.
What is socially distanced mosh pit to be? I'm not familiar with
You know, everyone is still there, designated 6 feet apart, but you're all jumping and doing this and screaming along to the song. So, yeah.
Fun story. When we went to Crow, me and Callum, we carried a rock up a mountain, and it's like, it's a rock on a mountain. How more fun can you get? And we were like pranking people by handing them back, like, hey, can you carry this for a second? And then they were trying to carry this gigantic rock up a mountain, and it's like, it was really sad though, because we didn't get to bring it the entire way up, because there was this one part where you had to climb a chain, and it's like, if you fall, the person behind you is like crushed. So we didn't do that, but.
A very meaningful thing is when we found out that we couldn't go to Circle Square for a retreat, and we didn't really know what to expect, and we pulled up to the parking lot, and then we saw you dressed up in your like full outfit with like the ski banner, and we were like, what is going on? And then we walked into the room, and that was just so special because you guys put so much effort in, and you just cared about us so much, and you made us just feel so loved.
I think just coming in for the relationships retreat, we were a little bit disappointed we couldn't go, but just you guys made it so much fun and put so much effort in. It was really encouraging.
Like just walking in, realizing that like this was gonna be something good, and just everything we talked about, I learned a lot, and it definitely opened my eyes to be able to like dive deeper into a number of my relationships in Mount Carmel and outside of it. So
We had like lights hanging from the ceiling, a bearskin rug on the wall. It was a hodgepodge. It's from New Zealand. It's a special kind of bear.
The one I can think of right now is Mike talking about the Christian life and how he used this metaphor of a combine and riding a quad attached to it with a rope. The combine's gonna pull you, and you're gonna move, and you're gonna be good. But it's so much easier if you turn the quad and you drive along with the combine instead of driving opposite of it, and that's living the Christian life. If you do good and you live righteously, then you're driving with it, you're not going against it. The combine pulls you regardless.
I'd say in relationships retreat, when at the end of the week we sat down with the staff and the teachers, and we just asked them questions. You could ask any question, and like no question was maybe a bad one, but like they would try to the best of their abilities to answer it and give you their best wisdom.
I think probably the Crow trip. It was like a big highlight, I think.
There was that moment when you were like partway up the hill, and I didn't know if you were gonna make it. You didn't know if you were gonna make it.
Yeah.
How did that experience go for you? What was it?
We're going to rise above this.
I really liked it because I never did that before until then, and then doing it kind of like was like I can do that, like climbing up the whole mountain, and like even like Tim from like the guy we planned the hiking trip with, he said to me, "You can do hard things," and even just that simple little statement was really cool. It's like I liked hearing that. Like he was super encouraging, and I really liked that.
The friendships we've made over this year have just been really meaningful to me because it's really important, and it's like really amazing that they're built on like a foundation of Christ, and they're built like on the same faith that we all have and we all share together.
I would say that the Connect this year has been very meaningful for me. Just the mentorship role that the teachers take in connecting with the student each week has definitely helped me.
Another meaningful thing is like the other day I was hungry and I didn't bring a lunch because my fridge was empty at home. And then Rendell just made me a whole pizza. And so it's like a whole pizza from scratch. Just like everybody in the class has been like very supportive in my darker times, I guess. I don't know how to explain that, but just like I made my best friends here. And